Hey guys, I'm here with my first video. It's on hardcore Minecraft. It's a guide. I'm really excited to help you guys. This is my first video, so I'm hoping it goes well, and I hope you guys like it and enjoy. So, I've never actually played hardcore Minecraft before, so I'm hoping it won't be too difficult. But there's some rules, like it's always locked on the hardest difficulty, and if you die, you lose your entire world. So you don't have to play this on hardcore Minecraft. This can just be a regular guide for you if you want it. So let's get into it. So I'm just loading up our world. I'm not going with any specific seed. I hope I get a good world. It'll be nice to just have like a village or something, or maybe even like a farm or something like that. But I'm gonna load into this world, and here we are. Wow, I spawned in a grassland, so I mean, hopefully I can do something with this. My world seems pretty nice. The first thing you're gonna want to do though is obviously in any world you're gonna want to punch some trees to get some wood. So I'd recommend getting like about 4 pieces of wood just to start, and make yourself a crafting table. Now, once you have that made, you can make yourself your first pickaxe of the world, a wooden pickaxe. So you're gonna want to mine down a bit, and you're gonna want to mine down to find stone. Now you're gonna want to get 3 pieces of stone for your stone pickaxe, but I just got a little bit more to make a furnace. So you can either get 3 pieces of stone or 11. Maybe even make a stone axe to gather up some more wood. I would recommend get about like 30 pieces of wood, or 30 to 25 pieces of wood for just starting out. Wood is going to be very useful in your first Minecraft days. Now, what you're going to want to do with this wood is you're gonna probably want this to build a house or some form of base. And it might be worth going around just your spawn point, looking for anything that might be important. And look at that, I see a village. Wow, that's so rare. I've never spawned next to one of these. But anyway, your biggest concern in your early world is gonna be definitely food, because hardcore Minecraft is the only mode of Minecraft where if you get too hungry, you actually starve to death. So you're gonna want to get around 20 pieces of food, and you're gonna want to probably look for some coal in either surface caves or if there's mountains around you, you're gonna want to mine into those, and maybe you'll probably be able to see the coal from the outside of the mountain. So right here I found some coal in this surface cave. For your first day, you're probably gonna want to do some surface caving. You're looking for coal and iron, and maybe even some more cobblestone to make another furnace. Because cooking food is gonna give you a lot more. It's gonna replenish your hunger bar a lot more than just having regular food. So you're gonna want to get a lot of coal, maybe like around 30 pieces. That'll keep your food. That'll keep most of your coal supply up for your first day. Here I'm just gathering some more food. Just gather as much food as you can. You're gonna need it for your world. So yeah, gather as much as you can. You're also gonna want to try and find 3 sheep, at least 3. Because you need 3 pieces of wool to make a bed. Beds are gonna be very important because they allow you to sleep through the night. Now I'm here at this village, and if you're playing on the same seed as me or also spawn next to a village, you're gonna want to lock them inside their houses And I know this might seem cruel, but you're gonna need them later for trading. They're very useful for trading. And if you have if you can set up a farm in your early days, that'll be very useful for food and for trading with villagers. So this is me making my first house. By the way, I'm not good at all at building, so yeah, you're just gonna have to painfully watch this. I'm sorry, but there's really nothing that I can do except get good. But also this door is just being annoying, so yeah. But making my house is probably gonna be the worst thing you've probably ever seen. So, you know, I don't really know what to tell you. You're just gonna have to watch me build it. Here, you're gonna want to smelt up your food or cook it. As I said, it will give you a lot more. It will replenish a lot more hunger if you cook it. Here, I'm just starting my mine shaft. You're gonna want to mine out 5 blocks every time. So, and I'll get to why that's important later. But you're gonna want to mine out 5 blocks every time. Now I'm going back and mining out 5. Make sure that 5 blocks are mined out. So the reason you're gonna want to do this is because it will save you a lot of time and food if you instead of having to jump up all these stairs. Yeah, so you're just gonna want to make your mine, and you don't have to finish your mine right then, but I recommend getting a bit more wood if you're making a house like me, or you don't need wood if you don't need that much wood if you're just gonna make a base, dig into the ground or making a dirt hut or something, or maybe digging into the side of a mountain is a pretty good way to make a base too, because it's pretty well protected. So if you want to do that, you can do that. Here I went for some more surface caves. You're gonna want at least about 9 pieces of iron to make a full set of iron tools, and yeah, you're just gonna want to look for iron on caves around you. So there I already have 8 iron, and iron is probably gonna be your most important resource at the beginning of your game. Here I'm looking for sugarcane. You're gonna want to set up a sugarcane farm because they might not be very useful to you very early on in the game, but they're gonna be really useful if you can set one up. At the start of the game, because they'll supply you with paper for enchanting, for making bookshelves for an enchanting table, and even later in the game, you're gonna want a sugarcane farm to make firework rockets for the Elytra if you ever make it there, which I'm hoping we will. Also, I found some bees nests, which are gonna be important later. If you guys don't know, I don't think I've told you, but the goal for this series is to complete all the achievements, and it's just a guide to complete all the achievements and stay alive. So some of the Minecraft achievements are pretty hard, but here I'm just making another furnace to smelt my ores while I wait. Yeah, you guys can get if you are playing on the same seed as me, by the way, the seed will be down in the description. You're probably it might be worth gathering some hay bales, just either to make it if you make an animal farm, so you can breed the animals like cows or sheep, or just to have some bread to make some bread in your inventory, so you can stay alive longer if you don't have that much food. Here you guys can see my ugly, just how ugly my house is. Just don't even look at it. Just no. Here I'm working on my mine shaft, and if you see any ores while you're making your mine shaft, it's worth it to mine them because like stuff like iron and coal, just mine it because you're gonna need everything you can get in your early days of your world. Yeah, my house is really dangerous right now. I was gonna get some glass from sand, but then I forgot to. So skeletons and spiders and basically any mob can get in. So do not do what I did and make sure to get windows on your first day, or just block it off and don't have any windows on your first day, because that's really dangerous. Here I found some gold, but which is pretty important. If you got more gold than me, I only got 2. You're gonna want to make a clock because it's really useful for when the night and day cycle, so you can know when it's about to be daytime, so you can come out and do whatever you need to do in the day, because the night is pretty dangerous and it's filled with tons of mobs, and if you don't have any armor, it's extra dangerous. So you just want to stay away. You don't really want to go outside when it's daytime. You're gonna want to make your mine shaft all the way down to Y11. That's my favorite. You can go to like Y12. If you go up, the Y system works is if you go up a block, it'll make your Y level go up 1, and if you go down a block, it'll make your Y level go down 1. So you're gonna want to get it down to Y11. So I'm making some iron armor here. If you got enough iron, you should definitely. It costs 24 pieces of iron, but it's definitely a good investment to keep you safe. Here, it might be worth making some torches and lighting up the land around your house or base, just to keep the mobs spawning from like right on top of your base, or like right next to your base, so creepers don't spawn like right in front of you, because that'll be pretty dangerous. Creepers are really dangerous in the like first days, because they can basically one-shot you, which is really bad. And yeah, you're just gonna want to light up the place around your base. So I finally placed in all the stairs on my mine shaft, which you're gonna want to do because it makes it just so much easier to access, and it'll save you food from having to jump up all these blocks. Yeah, it's just really useful. And here you're just gonna want to start just a basic strip mine. And if you see any caves, or if you mine into any ores, caves are pretty dangerous. So as long as you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. But if you don't, then like if you don't feel safe in a cave, then you can just pass it on, and then come back when you're ready. Here I found a cave. They are fairly dangerous. Like here you can see that there's a zombie and creeper attacking me. The mob spawns can get pretty hard. There's can be like a lot of mobs at a time. So what you're gonna want to do is run through the cave, or what I like doing is run through the cave, running through caves and lighting it up first, and then coming back for all the resources once it's safe. But I didn't have enough torches here, so I just went through and mined as much as I could before I ran out of torches and had to go resupply up at my base. So what I'm doing right here is just lighting up as much as I can, but I just ran out of torches, so that's not good. But what you really want to get is just tons of iron, tons of coal. Get all you can find, and maybe if you're lucky, maybe mine and get some diamonds, hopefully, if you find a cave. But your goal for the strip mines is either to get like tons of regular resources or get diamonds. Like your goal is to just get diamonds in the earliest days of your world, after you have like iron armor and the shield. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You're gonna want to craft a shield because that helps a lot with skeletons and even with creepers because you can block their explosion if they're not too close to you. Shields are really useful in any mode because they can block attacks from mobs. And here a creeper almost like creeped up on me, and I got so scared that because it came really close. You're gonna want to try and clear out any mobs at the start. As soon as you see them, because then they'll come back and like try and kill you at one point. So I made a huge mistake by not killing that creeper that was next to that zombie right there, and you'll see why. I found some gold, which, as I stated, you might want to make a clock, so it's easier to know what you're gonna do in the day. Now, I was just minding my own business, minding my gold, when I hear this hissing sound, and a creeper blows me up. Now, here I almost died, and that would have been over. It would have been it. My world would have been gone, and I would never be able to play this again. But thankfully I stayed alive because I pillared up 2 blocks so it wasn't a direct explosion. But you see, you're going to want to be very careful in the first days of your Minecraft world. But yeah, I had to go up and resupply. After that creeper scare, I just ran back home because it was scary. Thanks for watching, guys. That'll be the first episode of today's season, or of this, yeah. That'll just be the first episode of this series. Make sure to like and subscribe, and also, we're just watching this villager get tortured because he snuck out of his house somehow. I don't really know how, I don't know why he would do that, but thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.